Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Old Time Rock and Roll. I'm your host, David Tear. I've been pretty busy the last couple days. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but for my previous song, I actually did a special feature. I went through, kind of critiqued all the best picture picks by the Academy, the Hollywood Academy for the Academy Best Pictures for 19 the ones I've seen, which were from 1938 to 2023, 56 of those movies. If you haven't checked it out, you might want to. I made a two-part series about it because I guess I'm a big movie buff in addition to being a rock and roll trivia buff. Um, but anyway, just to let you guys know that's there in case you're interested. But right now, I'm gonna continue with my personal countdown of what I consider roughly the top 3,000 songs of the rock era from 1954 to 1999. I'm up to song number 2906 on my list, and that one is Sunday Will Never Be the Same by Spanky and Our Gang. And let me just start by giving you a little bit of history about the group Spanky and Our Gang. They were a pretty big Chicago group for a couple years, 67, 68. Their lead singer was Elaine McFarlane, better known by the nickname Spanky McFarlane. That's how I guess they got the name Spanky. I don't know if they named the group first or they nicknamed her first, but in case you guys don't know, just to give you a little bit more background. Spanky and Our Gang comes from a very popular, I think it was originally a movie series that they turned into a TV show called Our Gang, or better known as The Little Rascals. Here's a picture of The Little Rascals. I used to watch this myself when I was probably about 12 years old. They used to show it on TV, and it was entertaining. It was about a group of kids in the 1930s, I guess 30s and 40s, and I don't remember all of their names. The one I don't remember. Oh yeah, the kind of I don't even remember the dog's name. I think his name was Spot. He had a spot over his eye. I don't remember the girls' names. The kind of fat kid. The second one from the left. I think his name was Pork, and his best friend was Buckwheat. He was the black kid on the right. Very racist depiction, by the way, of black people. But then again, it was done in the 1930s, so what do you expect? Uh, Eddie Murphy did a very funny imitation of him on Saturday Night Live, by the way. They had a thing, I was laughing my ass off when I first saw this. They had a thing, Bowie Tings. I mean, the thing about Buckwheat was he had a speech impediment. I don't know if he did in real life, but on the show he did. He pronounced every consonant wrong, just about. And Eddie Murphy made fun of that in a very funny way. They had an advertisement of a album he made. It was remakes of popular songs. It was called Bowie Tings. There was Feet Times a Matey, which was supposed to be three times a lady, and there was Looking for Nub that was supposed to be looking for love. I don't even remember what the other ones was. I mean, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about this today. I might be accused of racism for just what I said, but I thought it was hilarious, and it was done by an African American comedian, Eddie Murphy, who I do really like. So anyway, enough of that. But uh, this is the Little Rascals. That's Buckwheat on the right. That was his Alpha. I guess he was his best friend. The guy second from the right. He had a big. The reason he got his nickname, he had a big strand of hair that used to stick up in the air. It looked like I guess some alfalfa growing wild. The kid next to him, he was the most famous. I think he was Spanky. I think that's Spanky right to his left. Actually, Spanky and Alfalfa were best friends. Spanky was kind of a troublemaker. I always felt sorry for Alfalfa. I liked Alfalfa. He was the one I identified with the best, but he was always getting in trouble. I mean, some of the other kids were always picking on him. I think Pork always picked on him. And Buckwheat, I think Pork and Buckwheat were buddies. They always kind of went along with each other. And they always picked on Alfalfa, which I really didn't like. And I don't remember what the girls' names were, unfortunately. But it was a cute show, and it's been used in a lot of popular culture besides Eddie Murphy's spoofs on buckwheat. What else? Um, I don't know. Maybe I've said enough about them. I really want to talk about the Spanky and Our Gang. They were kind of a popular vocal group in Chicago in 67, 68. They had five top 40 hits. I'm not really crazy about their music. They had the first hit was the one I'm featuring today, "Someday Will Never Be the Same." That's an okay song. The thing I don't like about Spanky and Our Gang, they sound way too much like elevator music. They almost sound like they were working for Muzak and the music they wrote. I mean, it was too formula. It was too mellow. It was too I don't know, just way too cheesy. But they had some okay songs. I mean, "Sunday Will Never Be the Same" is a pretty good song. It's a heartbreak song. Doesn't sound like it the way they sing it. She even smiles when she sings it. But it's about a young woman who gets heartbroken because her lover leaves her. She's used to, she spent every Sunday afternoon in the park with him, and then he leaves her and she gets heartbroken. Says Sunday will never be the same for her again. She can't enjoy the park the way she used to. Pretty sad song, if you ask me, but she sings it with a smile. And the other top 40 hits they had were "Making Every Minute Count." I don't even really know that one. Uh, "Lazy Day." I do like "Lazy Day." Of all their songs, I think "Lazy Day" is my favorite. Again, it sounds like an elevator song, but I like it. I don't know why. I just like it. It's one of those cheesy songs you just can't. At least for me, I can't help but smile when I hear it. Uh, I used to live in Chicago, and I guess I used to think about this song. Like if I was walking through Grant Park, I'd be sometimes humming this song to myself, or even if I'm walking through Golden Gate Park in San Francisco, I'll think about this song because it's just a very cheerful song. Lazy day, just right for strolling away. Just be happy. Why not? Uh, and then their other two hits in '68, they had a hit called Sunday Morning. I don't know that one. And then their other hit was called "Like to Get You to Know You." This one I really don't care for. It goes on way too long. I think they were trying to be a little bit innovative, but they did. I don't think they succeeded. It sounds like an elevator band, their best attempt at trying to be innovative, which I don't think was very good. I mean, I'm not like I said, I'm not crazy about Spanky and Our Gang. Like I said, my favorite song of theirs is "Lazy Day." That one's coming up much later on my list. Uh, "Sunday Will Never Be the Same" is okay, but I'm gonna say one more thing about it. If there was a song that was dying to be remade as heavy metal, I think this one was. I wish like maybe Van Halen had done a remake of this song. They could have done a really good heavy metal version of this song. Maybe Nazareth or maybe even Spinal Tap could have done that. And I would have liked to heard that. And I guess it's still open if anybody feels like making a heavy metal remake of Sunday will be this never be the same, be my guest. Anyway, that's my profile on Sunday. Never will never be the same by Spanky and Our Gang. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.